Okay, second subject of tonight, we're going to talk about the World Cup, which is FIFA, the big soccer organization, the big event. It's almost like the Olympics where they only have it every 4 years. And I'm not sure how many, the total amount of teams in the beginning, I think it's 32. But either way, the world is watching. Like, this is the biggest sport event in the world as far as numbers and ratings and how much people care about this sport. In America, soccer, as we all know, is not that big compared to our National Football League, compared to our Major League Baseball, compared to our NBA. Soccer is the bottom. Like, women's tennis is respected more than...
WNBA gets better ratings than MLS.
Yeah, like, nobody cares about soccer, and for good reason in America. Like, there's many reasons we can delve into that. Soccer is a great game, no doubt about it. I enjoy watching it when it's a World Cup. I mean, I can't say I sit every week and watch the best soccer game on TV because it's pretty boring. It's almost like watching baseball to me, where you're waiting for that payoff. You know, the thing about soccer for me is that yes, it's a very high profile, high professional, high skill game, but since it's such low scoring, it's tough for the American watcher to really enjoy unless you're like a purist and just watching every fucking play, every fucking volley, every pass, how he received that pass, how he kicked it, oh, he fouled him there, yellow card there. You know, it's tough. When you know it, yeah, you can enjoy it more. As you learn and watch more, you understand it better. But at the end of the day, it's still a low-scoring game, and I think that's what's the problem for the American viewer. Such a low-scoring game. But I understood that, it's the payoff. You wait and wait and wait, and they grind, they do a play. It's like chess. You know, like Denzel said, it's chess, not checkers. You know, once you get that payoff, it's like, oh, score, goal, hold it in. Great game. I enjoy watching the World Cup. You see all these different countries, see all these different people in the country, you know, cheering for their squad and all that shit. But, yeah, it's a big thing, and that's my opinion on the World Cup.
I played soccer for 10 years, so, like, I very much enjoyed playing the game. But watching the game, I never really got into, like, until, like, really this World Cup. Like, before that, I don't know. It's just very, very, very boring to watch, even for someone who likes soccer. Because, in general, like, I'm not a normal person in terms of, like, watching sports in general. Because I don't like watching sports at all, any of them. Because I like the idea of playing sports. But as I get older, I'm feeling like, oh, shit, like, I can watch these people and criticize them, but if I try to do what they do, even if I could do what they did in the past, I feel like when I try it now, I'm not as good. I can't do some of the shit that they do as well in general. So, like, I feel like I understand the idea of watching sports more now as I get older because
you can't do it no more.
Because I can't do this shit anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like
appreciate
a coach.
the greatness.
I'm almost like a coach now. I'm like, oh, he shouldn't do that,
yeah.
but I can't do it. Like, he shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of watching a little bit more now. But like soccer, I like it more than football because soccer, unlike football, is a continuous thing. They have a little stoppage time for bullshit, like when the ball goes out of the shit or whatever.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds. So, like, really, the shit is non-stop. The referee's like out of bounds, and the motherfucker picks up shit up, throws the shit in right away. Like, there's no stoppage. There's no time where they're just fucking going back to the line of scrimmage and shit, which annoys the shit out of me in football because it wastes so much time of me viewing. And, like, the idea of playing football, I really don't like playing football at all unless I'm playing, like, the running back or the quarterback. So if you're not the running back or quarterback, you have to do a play, run a play, and be like, okay, he didn't pass me the ball. I'm a wide receiver. He didn't pass me the ball. And I just fucking used a lot of my energy, and this motherfucker didn't throw me the ball, so now I'm going back to the line of scrimmage. He better throw me the goddamn ball this time because I'm using a lot of my energy, and he didn't throw me it again. So, like, fuck. Like, I really want to fucking do something. So then
I can understand that.
Yeah, so then we lose the game and be like, man, y'all lost the game. What did you do? Hey, it wasn't my fault, goddamn.
Yeah, you didn't even throw me the
They
ball.
didn't throw me the goddamn ball. Like, so who's to blame? So the quarterback can be like, oh, it wasn't my fault because there was an interception, but he should have been there to receive it, but he fucked up. So like everyone can point the blame at everyone else. I mean that's pretty much the same as soccer. Also, that's why I like tennis and shit. Because tennis, there's no one to blame but yourself. But
you're a FFA sports watcher.
Yeah,
Free fall.
Yeah,
me and only me. Fuck the team aspect.
Yeah, I don't like teams that much, but like the World Cup, I like the World Cup because instead of it being like Chicago versus Atlanta versus Orlando and shit, it's fucking America versus Nigeria and Algeria and countries that we hate and shit like that. So at least we can be like, oh fuck Algerians.
Yeah.
Fuck these guys, So we can
I enjoy it since it's such a global sport that the best of their best that represents their country, and if we beat them, like we beat you at your own fucking game because we don't even like this shit, as far as mass America.
Yeah. Usually the U.S. team sucks though.
Yeah.
Like last year, they didn't do good. I think they got kicked out in the first round.
Yeah, I think so. Or last
World Cup.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think they said the last time the U.S. has won 2 games in a row was in like 1934 or some shit like that. It's a long fucking time ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Well, that's another reason why people don't like soccer, and one of the reasons I don't like it because it can end in a tie.
Yeah.
And that shit just sucks to me. Like, you don't win, you don't lose, but you draw. It's like, no, why don't we just penalty kicks for every game? But then people say, if it's penalty kicks every game, then it kind of takes away from the mystique of it. Fuck that. I hate ties. Like, ties are boring.
I think at some point they get to penalty kicks. Though,
they're right now in the knockout round.
All in the top 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
they,
the top
they had
16.
The first knockout round game between Brazil and whoever they played. It went to penalty kicks.
Okay.
So I was like, yes, finally. Great.
Yeah. I like the World Cup. I think it's cool. It's like the Olympics.
Chile they play?
Yeah.
It's like you say, all the countries around the world coming together.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool if they could, instead of having wars, we could just have fucking soccer matches.
Mm-hmm.
You got your shit to say. Because, you pretty much do the same thing. Get your best soldiers and send them against another country.
Mm-hmm.
But it said nobody ain't got to die if it's soccer. As far as soccer not being as popular in the U.S., I think it doesn't have a lot to do with the pacing of the game and the fact that the action isn't as there's action in soccer, but it's not like over the top.
Yeah. Or
it's pronounced as like a slam dunk in basketball or a touchdown in football or a home run in baseball or something like that. It's just the passing and the dribbling.
Yeah. And
that's kind of what makes up the bulk of the game, and people just find that boring.
Yeah.
And I played soccer for 2 years in high school, so I like the sport for what it is, and I enjoy watching it. So but I know most people don't like that.
Yeah, it's extremely. It can become extremely boring.
Yeah.
Like watching the highlights, you're like, oh, this shit's fucking great, but those highlights come within like 3 minutes of highlights come out of a 90-minute game.
Yeah.
So I think it's the payoff that gets people off.
And you also got to think about it like this, people are raised up on stuff. So, like in America, if you got a dad, either he gonna like football, basketball, or baseball.
Yeah.
More than likely, he gonna like one of them or all 3 of them, or at least 2 of them.
Yeah.
And you gonna want to be like your dad, so you gonna start liking that same thing. And you go back enough years, it was always people getting raised up is that's the sport that they play in the backside neighborhood or whatever, and then of course it gets taken to the professional stage. But in those other countries and shit, they don't have nothing else but soccer as their sport, So they're raised up on that, and then that becomes the most popular sport in the country, and then eventually the world. So I just think in the United States, soccer never was able to take hold here like it was in those other countries.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I don't think it ever will.
No, I don't think
it's
it will
popular
either.
as we like soccer right now because of the World Cup.
I think the World Cup will continue to get more and more popular, but it'll be like once every 4 years. It'll never be like where.
I personally don't feel like
MLS finals are as big as the World Series or something like that.
I mean, maybe one day, but I don't see it like
not in the next 100 years or so. No.
Well, we get a team here in Atlanta like in 2 years.
Yeah.
Arthur Blank owning the Falcons. like in the same.
Well, he's a shrewd businessman. If he
knows
like,
he'll make some money off that shit.
Feel like people will come out and see it.
I'll go to a game.
Yeah.
And like think about those season tickets probably cheap as shit.
Yeah, they were like $10, $5.
I'm not saying you want to go to a soccer game, but it still be something to do. You know. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go to a game.
I mean, as long as you get alcohol, it's fun.
Yeah.
Alcohol does make everything better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, really, I think, like, the most exciting sport to watch, even though I don't watch it, really, is fucking hockey. Because, like, hockey is exactly the same thing as soccer, but it's way faster paced. You can turn around and be like, hey, what did you say? Oh, shit, they scored. Like, it's fucking...
But it still don't score that much, though. Like...
Yeah.
But it can happen within a fucking instant.
Yeah, and there's more action in hockey too. Like
the
dribbling and just the bulk of the action is exciting.
Yeah,
in hockey, whereas in soccer, since it's so spread out, it's kind of slow paced. And more in hockey, it's fast paced. Damn, boom, he's knocked over.
So if you had to pick one, which one would you pick? Hockey or soccer?
Hockey to watch.
To watch, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather watch a hockey game than a soccer match.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say soccer. Like I've tried my best to watch hockey. It's like.
They're essentially the same sport, though. You know what I'm saying? You got two goals, you got a ball or the puck, and then they passed it, trying to get it into the goal.
Yeah, but I think another thing about the mystique of soccer is that it's only feet. Like to see what they do with their fucking feet. Yeah, it's so much skill, and then headers, of course. Yeah. But like they be fucking dancing out there with that soccer ball. When they dribble, they do tricks and shit, and then like sometimes they run fast as they can. It's just, I enjoy the skill, and I'm sure that's what real soccer fans enjoy, is that high skill level.
Yeah, that's what like the top players are. That's what they're known for, is that having that skill. Like what's his name, Ronaldo. And,
Cristiano Ronaldo, Ronaldinho,
Messi,
fucking all them niggas.
Soccer players make a lot of money though.
Yeah, like
if outside the United States, like if you're playing in Europe or in Africa or somewhere, you make a lot of money. Multi-millionaires.
We ain't talking about that. Like, why should you get paid so much money just to play a game, just to enjoy yourself?
Well, it's
I love that argument.
You get paid the money based on your impact.
Yeah.
Like just because when you get paid millions, there's millions in other places. So if you make millions of dollars, I can show you that guy's doing millions something else. So either he's selling millions of stuff to millions of people, or he has such a high impact thing that he's selling. And it's worth millions of dollars. Like if you have some real estate, or you patented an idea, or something like that. With soccer players or any sports players for that matter, they're impacting millions of people. They're entertained by them, so they're gonna pay money to go see them. So that, of course they get paid millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It's just that, like, overall, like, I understand why they're getting paid. At the same time, it's like this other guy's getting paid like fucking minimum wage to do some shit that he fucking can't fucking stand doing, and this other guy's getting paid millions of dollars to do the most fun shit ever. Like, it's just what he got good at. Disparity in bullshit, basically.
It's not bullshit. It's warranted.
Yeah, the soccer players just aren't getting rewarded that shit for nothing, man. Like to get to the top levels, you gotta fucking work your ass off.
Yeah, but
for like 20 years.
It's pure fun.
But a lot of people find the job fun. Like if you go ask Bill Gates when he was building Microsoft, was he having fun? I bet you'll say, hell yeah, I was working 18-hour days, and that shit was fun as fuck.
Yeah, he probably had the time of his life.
Yeah,
and then he became rich off the shit. Like that's why he giving all of it away. Like I don't need this shit. I do this for me. But it's like some picture I see on Facebook all the time. It's like, why do soldiers get blah blah blah, but we pay people in these helmets? Like it basically was comparing American soldiers
and a football helmet
to pro athletes, and it's like, you idiot. Like anybody can be a soldier, not anyone can go through it. I understand that, but
a vast majority of people can.
The rate compared to the NFL, making an NFL roster versus making the U.S. Army roster, it's not close enough. Like,
the U.S. Army will take damn near anybody.
Exactly. That's what I don't want to disrespect.
We can talk about that. Like, yeah.
But that's basically what you're saying. Was like, it reminded me of that. It's like, oh, why do we pay the Army bullshit and then we pay these people playing the game millions because the impact that they make, it entertains people.
I feel like joining the Army, not for everyone. Some people are like, I just want to join the Army to fucking serve my country. Fuck the Arabs or some shit like that. Yeah. But then there's other people who are like, man, I can't get a job. Can't do this. Can't do that. Can't do that. Fuck. Army. Goddamn. Army. Fucking hands up. I know they'll take me. No one else will. They'll take me. So if no one else is gonna take you, Army's gonna take you. So you can potentially die over there.
Yeah.
You might as well not get paid hardly anything because they're the only people that are gonna fucking take you. You're fucking useless.
Yeah. You're the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
That's
You're right above a felon because the felons are down here and they can't get no jobs.
Yeah.
And they just on the cycle. Shit. Like, thank God I ain't there. Knock on wood. But yeah, think about it. The level above felons where they can't get a job anywhere. You can join the Marines. You can go die. Potential high.
That's your
high
only
risk
hope,
die.
really, right?
For some people.
Let's just hope I don't die. Like,
you only gonna die if you get
$40,000 a year. Fuck it, not too bad.
Marines be dying like a mother.
Yeah, Marines die.
Marines and Army.
But if you're in the Navy,
G.I. Joe.
if you're in the Navy or the Air Force, you
should be alright.
You're gonna be
for the most part,
in the rear with the gear.
Unless
it's like a real fucking like war, you're gonna be good.
That I was saying that, and unless you in the Air Force or the Navy, and you really want to be like the Navy SEAL or one of the top niggas in your division
or a fighter pilot. Or
some special. But if you just a regular Air Force dude, you should be alright.
Yeah, you gonna be able to.
Fighter pilots don't really get shot down like that. What was the F4 or whatever, the F1, whatever the fuck that shit was. Like they have like a record of never getting shot down the last.
But like helicopter pilots be getting
70
shot
years
down.
or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, I mean, of course, the fighter jets who go fucking 350,000 or even faster than that. Who be going Mach 1? Yeah, they don't get shot down. But like a helicopter pilot, man, they be like, what was that movie called?
Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, Black Hawk Down. That movie got
that
fucked
shit was
up.
based on a true story, wasn't it?
I wasn't talking about the helicopter.
Yeah, I know you was talking about the Mach 1. We just hit Mach 3.
Yeah.
Like going warp speed. Hell no, they ain't getting shot down. Unless by China, unless it's a real war.
At the same time, I'm not gonna completely down the military because you can at least go to be like, oh, I went to Germany, fucking, I went to France.
You get to travel and shit.
Yeah, I went
it's
to
a good experience
Kuwait
for some people.
shit.
Man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Some people can't handle the authority though of it. Like they take over your whole fucking life.
Yeah,
yeah. Like I hate that shit when like, I'm Mitchell and I'm a fucking military guy. I'm a Marine. You know, like so your personality is. Marine, like that's what I am. Yeah. So the Marines more than I was
designed it like that.
Yeah, so they're like I was
to die for it.
Yeah, I was this guy before. I was Mitch the
civilian.
Yeah, I was Mitch the civilian before I came in there. I had my own personality, but now I'm Mitch the Marine, and that's all I am. Like they molded me into another person altogether. Like what a bitch. Like fucking be yourself.
Let me pause it here so I can.